So in this video, we're going to look at the sidebar, which is located on the left. The first one we have is called graphics. So if you look at it, there's actually 5 options: shapes and icons, illustrations, lines, photos, and photo frame. To use these graphics, I'll show you by clicking on shapes and icons. You can either search an icon that you want. Maybe you want a leaf. So if I type leaf, then different types of leaves will pop up. And if you would like to put that in your visual, you simply click and it'll pop in your visual, or you can just click and drag and you should be able to apply that shape and icon. Another way of using the shapes and icons is actually clicking on the topics here. So perhaps you don't know the topics, you can actually look through it and just experiment which one you would like. The next one up is illustrations. They only have a certain amount of illustrations that you can apply. So if you want that on your visual, you can just click and it should be placed on your block. After illustrations, you can insert line types. So add a line, and like previously discussed, you can actually change the line type on the editing tools located at the top. Solid or dotted, whichever you like, and you can also change the line width. The one after lines would be photos. These are all the photos provided by Unsplash that you can use. So you can just select one that you would like and it should be inserted in to your visual, and you can move it freely and place it on the block. And as for the photo frame, how this one works is, let's say we want to choose the Mac desktop, and it's going to ask you to actually drop a photo inside this desktop. So let's say you have a photo that you like in the provided graphics, and I'm just going to put in perhaps this boardwalk, and I'll just drag it right into the screen and see how that changes. And you just plop it in and it should be okay. But perhaps you want to enlarge the photo. So in order to do that, you would double click, go into the picture, and just adjust the frame to the desired position that you want. And after you're done, you press done, and there you go. The second option we have is called design components. In design components, it provides pre-made templates of lists, timelines, and comparisons. So depending on the type of project you're doing, you might want to explore the different options here. So let's say maybe you're creating a resume timeline. You would look at the different options here, and I think this one would be most suitable. So I'll click on this and it would automatically actually pop into the block as a group. So all you need to do is actually double click into the text, and then you can actually edit the text from there. So let's say mine would be architecture, and you could add the description that you want and change the dates. You may also change the sizing of this timeline group. The third one on the sidebar is called uploads. In this section, we can upload a JPEG, PNG, GIF, or SVG file from your computer. Note that as a free account, you can only upload up to 40 megabytes. If you do want to upload more, then you would have to sign up for a pro account and upgrade through a subscription. If you want to change the background color or just how the background looks, you would go to the next part of the sidebar called background. To change the color, you would just click on that paint bucket and select a variety of colors that are available to you, or you can just go straight to this gradient to change the color that you want. You can also save colors that you like. I think you can only save up to 6, so that is an option for you as well. Another feature in the background is changing the texture of the background. So for example, let's go to this yellow page so we can see better. You can select a dashed background or even just change it into different textures. See, you can scroll down and see the one that you may want for the particular page that you're trying to illustrate. So aside from the background colors and background image, I want you to know that you can change the opacity of your image. The next option we have is called text. We can add titles, subtitles, and also body text, or there are also text frames available that have already been created for you. So let's try using a text frame. You can change it by double clicking inside and editing it. And you may also just simply add a plain title, change it, let's put title, and essentially design your own text by changing your font family, the font size, and all the other characteristics that you may have. So for the free account, color scheme is not available for us. So we'll move on to the next one called tools. In the tools, you can actually create charts, maps, and also insert videos. Let's explore creating a chart. There are different charts available for you. There's vertical bar, triangle bar, horizontal bar. There's a whole list for you to choose. You may experiment to see which one best illustrates your information. So let's say I want to create just a percentage graph. When you select it, there's actually a table here that illustrates all the data that we would put. And we can change the A column and the B column just like an Excel sheet, or you can import your data from an Excel sheet file. Let's try editing the title of this chart. Let's say the title of this chart would be countries. If you look at the settings icon, you can change the title position from top to the bottom. You can also set the colors of all the different countries into one, or you may individually set the colors. The title color can also be changed, the text color can be changed as well. When you explore other graphs, such as the scatter plot, you'll notice that you will be given an option to edit the x-axis and also the y-axis. So right now I've actually typed in population, so just for you to see, I'll type in people, and on the y-axis the title will show up, and for the x-axis it will change as well. After you're done, you can select insert chart and it should pop right into the block that you were currently working on, and you can adjust the graph to the size that you desire. Now let's try inserting a map by selecting this option. When you come to the map preview, you'll see that you can actually search for different countries. So let's say we'll search for Canada, and you'll see that this is the Canadian map preview, and you can insert the map right in there. In the maps option, you can also use it to select regions instead of countries. So let's say we're doing a research in South America, specifically in Colombia. Maybe I want to change the color of the map to indicate where Colombia is. To do that, I would go to edit this map. You can change the color of Colombia by selecting the color in this table and clicking the color that you desire. You may also do a population chart by changing the numbers here and create different columns for other data that you may want to input. You can change the border color by going to the border color option and changing it to black, red, or any other color that you want. Map color can be changed as well. Maybe we don't want to show the border outline, so we just turn it off. Another cool feature with the maps is the data visualization. When you go in there, you can actually turn on an option called Caption on Hover. So currently when I'm hovering on the map, there is nothing popping up. So when I turn it on to, let's say, dark, you'll see that there is dark background stating this is Brazil with the population as 30. You can also change the color as well to gray or light, whichever one you'd like. You may also change this map to an area value type of map. So when we turn it on, you'll see that there is a legend talking about the population and the different colors that signifies the amount of population as an average. And on top of that, the caption on hover is turned on so that it shows the specific population for each country. You may change the area value start color, and the end color may be wanted to be black so that it's more starkly different. Or you can change it so that you don't show the legend. You can change the position of the legend as well. This is how your map will look like when you insert it to your visual. You've basically created an interactive map where people can actually hover on top of each country and see the name of it, the population, and all other data that you would have placed.